It's day 5 of designing an Animal Crossing island in just 30 days using only DIYs. Yesterday we had our biggest grind yet. We upgraded resident services, we bought our first batch of turnips ever, and eventually we managed to get our first campsite villager to move into the island. So let's see what's in store for today.
It's the 30-day DIY island.
Oh, hey. I'm just trying to manifest something right now. I imagine it's no secret who this is. This is, of course, the currently ranking number 26 on the list, Poppy. Now, I really like Poppy. Poppy is awesome, and I've never had Poppy on an island before, and I thought Poppy would be the perfect villager for Gee-Whiz. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon, because as you know, we need to place down a bunch of plots. We're going to let them autofill, and I figured putting Poppy on the board gives us the best chance at manifesting that and making it come true. So Tom Nook is already giving us the task of increasing the island's population. Not only is Poppy the perfect villager in terms of their personality and warmth, every time I've encountered Poppy, she's been nothing but the nicest. But also, Poppy does sit comfortably in the middle of our top 50 ranking, and so I think she would make a fantastic addition for all of those reasons. But in order to get Poppy to move here, and some other folks as well, we'll need to start buying plots for 10,000 bells each, which is okay. If I forego upgrading my own house, I can get all these plots placed today, no problem. So that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to place down our plots. Before we do that, though, I almost forgot, it's time to sell our turnips. The price? 155 bells. Now that is more like it. For us, that is a small jackpot, and I am going to be selling these right away because we are going to need the money. As you saw, these plots are going to be expensive, and I am almost out of storage. I would like to pay off this next home loan, if at all possible. So 209,000 bells in my pocket. I think we have a bunch of money trees to harvest too. We're in really, really good shape for money right now. And we just got 2 different miles tasks done from selling that many turnips. I don't know the next time we're going to get turnips, but hey, this was a really good start. I think we're going to get turnips again a little later on. Here is the first of our last plots to be placed, and now might be a good time to catch you up on the goals. So our immediate goal for today is to get all of these plots placed down and hopefully on the beaches. We need them out of our way because, as you know, this is all going to cost a lot of money. We don't need to be spending more on moving houses as well. It gets very expensive. So that is our immediate goal. Our short-term goal, of course, is to get the island to 3 stars as fast as possible. We will not be doing that today, but we can definitely make some steps towards that today. As you're probably well aware, getting 3 stars is no easy task. We need to have a whole bunch of not only fences on the island, which, as you know, I sold when Tom Nook gave me 50 of them. So we need to make some fences. We also need flowers, like a bunch of them. If you haven't put all the pieces together yet, I'll just explain it. Getting flowers is not as easy as it sounds. Just unlock the gong DIY though, so that's nice. Anyway, we can't simply buy bags of flower seeds and plant them. That would give us, 3 stars very quickly. But no, we have to actually go and scavenge for flowers. We can grow them ourselves simply by watering a bunch of flowers every day, and we can go out to Nook Miles Islands and just steal the flowers from them. And that honestly goes for anything I want to plant on the island. If I want certain trees, if I want bamboo, if I want specific flowers, all of that has to come from different islands, or I have to be able to grow it myself somehow, but I cannot just buy saplings and seeds. That's not allowed. Here's another plot placed down, and just looking at the map here, I think that's the last one. And indeed, I can sell no more land. And this is why turnips were so great, because even after buying up all those plots, I still have more than enough to pay off my loan very comfortably, and not worry about anything else, such as moving the homes that are currently in our way. I believe those moving costs are just 10,000 bells a piece. So yeah, this will be just super easy. Let's go ahead and grab our miles for completing a loan payment, and let's beg Tom Nook for an expansion of our house. That next loan will cost 198,000 bells, which is cool, not too bad. In any case, now it's time to work on our short-term goal of that 3-star island, and that means we need to buy a Nook Miles ticket. And this is going to benefit us in a couple of ways. We're going to go to an island and gather up all of its resources, because I'm very, very low on resources. But we also get to do a very small villager hunt as well. I did note in a previous episode that I was going to just let these plots autofill, But I need to go to an island anyway, so we might as well see who's there. Maybe it's Poppy. Let's see who we get. Oh, it's Miranda. I don't know if I know anything about Miranda. And this is probably why. Evidently, people do not like Miranda. So in that case, neither do I. All that's left is the complete destruction of Mother Nature. There are some flowers on this island I, of course, would love to take home with me, but I did not leave myself a lot of room in my inventory. So any spaces I have left, maybe I'll grab a flower or two on the way out. But yeah, we might have to save the flower run for a future trip to a different island. Well, my work here is done. See you later, Miranda. Taking inventory of our supplies here, we're doing pretty well on stone and clay and iron. It's the different types of woods that we are kind of in a bind with. The good news, if this is good news, I guess, is that I don't have a single fence recipe yet, and we get to buy 2 today. So let's see what we got. We need a certain amount of fences for the 3-star island, I believe. So that's why I'm kind of focused on this right now. And it looks like brick and corral fence are both available to us. This is great because I think both of those give us a lot of opportunities to craft a bunch. The brick is going to require, I think, the stone and the clay. I think the corral fence is just 1, maybe 2 types of wood. So this is a good variety for us right now. But as you know, having more wood is pretty essential. And that brings me to another mistake that I made really early on. And that was these peach trees. If you remember, I got these as a gift in the mail. But one of the rules is, of course, I can't have gifts. And because it's been determined that I need to get all of my different naturey things from various islands and not through buying the seeds and presents, it naturally means that I am not entitled to these peach trees. What I will do, though, is happily take the wood that drops from them. But unfortunately, since I should have never had these peaches in the first place, once I get a trash can, I have to throw them away. It's pretty depressing, but I'm just gonna leave them here as a constant reminder to maybe, craft a trash can at some point. The other place I can get some extra wood, though, are these money trees. I've been letting them go because we time skipped a whole bunch, and hey, they're ripe for harvest, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop them all down right now. We're gonna get a bunch of money, and we're going to get a bunch of different types of lumber. While I'm gathering up supplies to start this 3-star grind, I'm going to go ahead and also do some of my dailies. For example, I need my fossils, I need to get the money tree, I need to find the money rock, and since my pockets are full, I should probably deal with my fossils that I currently have right now. Only 2 of them are getting donated, which I feel indifferent about. I think I'm glad I can sell a bunch of fossils and keep making money. But oh my gosh, just 2? I really would love to finish the fossil side of the museum before this challenge ends. And the reason is because that'll just be 1 less daily to worry about, or I can keep digging up fossils and just sell them every day. I mean, 30,000 bells even for all of those? They're very, very profitable. This means I already have enough money to pay off my next home loan. And that's really nice to see because one of the goals from this whole challenge, if you remember, is that we need to have a fully upgraded house, just in terms of having all the rooms completed. So having the next home loan already covered feels really good. But enough gathering supplies and finding fossils and doing dailies. It's just about time to do our first build. I just want to find our crafting recipe from a villager first. It's not Paula. It's Wendy. Wendy's gonna give us a mum cushion. Unless we find mums on an island somewhere, I'm never going to be able to make this, but I hope so because the mum cushion is actually a really, really nice item. Anyway, for our first build, we are going to make a whole bunch of brick fence, which only requires clay. Now, at this stage of the challenge, please don't assume that anything we build is actually going to survive the finished product. I mean, it might, but I don't think so. My plan right now is to get a whole bunch of brick fences. We're going to use as many as we can because we need a good amount of fences on the island, and we're going to fence in 1 big empty area. You'll see why in a bit. That empty area is going to go about right here because this area is mostly empty as it is. I don't have a lot of work cut out for me to actually empty it out, which is great. We'll be eating some cherries so that I can actually pick up the trees rather than chop them down because since I can't buy saplings, I should probably be a bit more kind to the nature on my actual island. All right, I think this space will suffice. I'm gonna go ahead and begin placing down the fences. Out of 70 fences, I have 21 left and 1 nice big empty area. So why the heck did I do this? Well, as I pointed out earlier, there are only a couple of ways for me to get flowers. So I thought now's a great time to start removing flowers from our cliff tops and moving them down into an area where they could easily breed into hybrids and just excess amounts of yellow and red and white flowers. Because of the terraforming I'm likely to do in the future, this is probably something I'm going to want to do eventually anyway, like remove all these. Having them all in one place is going to make it really, really easy for me to start watering them every single day and having them breed. I'm also doing my best to lay these out in every combination that I can think of so that I can hopefully get some fun hybrids out of this deal. Oh, I also found my first lost item. That's cool. It's coming along nicely. The lost item belongs to Stinky. And yes, I did get the balloon that was floating in the background, don't worry. 5 iron nuggets, all right, I'll take it. And that is every last flower that I could find on the cliffs. It actually looks really nice. But the whole point of this is, of course, to water all of it every single day and just spam hybrids like mad. I'll take anything though. The whole point is to just get as many flowers on the island as possible, again, without buying the seeds. And that should be all of our flowers watered. And these flowers put us one step closer to our goal of 3 stars. And if you want to see if we hit that goal, then the next episode should be on screen now if it's ready. And if not, I guess you could subscribe.